Hey there guys, Bandits here, and welcome to something a little new. This is called Pulsar Lost Colony. It's a game you can pick up for about $18 on Steam, currently in early access. Now, this game is really fun, but whenever I go into it, the graphics aren't the best, but I'm pretty sure the developers meant to make it that way. But either way, this game is a lot of fun. It's a great game. I really recommend it. It's mostly for co-op, like at least 5-player co-op. For you and your friends, but if you buy this game and don't have anyone to really play with, you can still solo this game very easily, and you are also able to add bots if you really wanted to. But yeah, so anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get started. When you click play, you can do start crew. So I already made my game name video, and you can name your ship, and there's about 6 different ships you can pick from. I normally use this one because it's the default one. That's the one I always am on. But you can pretty much pick your ship. You can see the different aspects and whatever they have here. So yeah, I think this one seems to be like really armored up, but I'm gonna go with this one because I already know the default layout of it. So we're gonna go ahead and click engage, and that's how you get in the game. So once here, you can pick from the captain spot, the pilot, scientist, weapons, and engineer, all with their own unique abilities. But because there's no one in here, I'm going to just go ahead and become the captain. And now the captain, well actually if you pick any of these jobs, you can pretty much be universal, and you can go to any other job that you would like. But the captain is the main guy that pretty much gives you commands, and if you press tab, you can open up this menu. You can see your level, your experience, credits. Credits is the currency in this game. Targeted ship, I would keep this on none. And you can see your crew allowance, which is at 2,000 default, or by default. And yeah, so that's how much your crew gets paid, I guess, whatever quests you do or whatever. And you can also see your crew reputation, to what clan you're with, which currently you start off with the CU, the Colonial Union. And yeah, now if you go to the talents tab, you can see different skills. Since I'm the captain, these are the things I can level up, and you level up by doing different quests and missions. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And if you come here, this is your ship. This is everything that's on your ship. With you can pretty much fix anything up to your shield generator, to your captain's chair. Now all these things have different abilities, and they can be upgraded with in-game currency, of course. And then you can go to your inventory. You can see what you have, which I just have the basic default stuff since I just started this world. And you can go to missions, which I don't have any either. So let's take a look around the ship. Now as you see here, this in front of us is a nice, this is a big destroyed dish. This is in the very center of the map, so if you really wanted to, you can come back here and you can use this right here. This is outpost 448, and you can use this to warp in there by selecting either of these buttons. Now we're not going to go warp in there just yet, because I'm going to show you a couple of other things before we go on. So we have our ship, and you can, sit down in your captain's chair, interact with the ship, press F to turn on your flashlight, which you don't really need. So this is like your reactor. You can see how your hull is your overall health, your shield, you can see how your shield is doing. So pretty much there's the captain, like I just picked. There's the pilot can press R and fly around the ship. We're not going to fly around just yet. And again, all these jobs are universal, so whatever you pick, you can still control. So first we're going to go check out the engineers over here. The engineer can control different power by holding left click and just dragging around, looking around. You can do different things, like if you really wanted to, turn off the lights, turn back on. You need to really conserve your power depending on what you do, but you can upgrade your power and upgrade different things on your ship. And yeah, so this is where you control the power. If we come over here, we can search for different locations on the map. If you press M, this is how giant the map is. Very big. You mostly need to be warping everywhere so you can see how large the map is. And if you really wanted to, you could search something by typing in a number and pressing one of these to see where the location's at. And you have different programs of you can use these to infect enemy ships, which is this virus thing right here. You can drag this around. This is the programs for your ship though, and then you can activate scans to see if there's any life forms or any enemies or anything near your area. Depending on where you are, you can get different comms. Now since we're next to the big space station thing right here, we can go ahead and do automated trading station, and big menus come up over here where you can browse goods and you can install new ship components. You can check your cargo right here, your cargo's and your storage on your ship. You can browse your goods. These are, as we see your credits down here, you can buy anything in here that you would like to upgrade your ship. We're not going to do any of that right now though, so we're going to go ahead and close that transmission. So everything's really interactive, and anyways, we're going to go back here now. So we have the science lab in here. You can commence some research on whatever you find in different planets and areas in the game. And here we have the weapons deck where you can take control of different turrets. Because I can come up here and I can shoot a giant laser, or this one, a railgun. I can shoot some missiles, which I just used a missile, so I would have to fill that back up. We have this over here. This is a nuclear device. I don't actually know what the nuclear device really does. Again, you can warp. We're about to warp in a little bit. But if you come in here, we have the lounge where you can view the ship log, which is just like who joined, what happened, and it's not really that important, but you can view that if you would like. You can come over here to the life support. Now this is the life support. This is pretty much your oxygen levels in your ship, and at the top left you can view your oxygen and your HP. And if you come over here, you can put on an exosuit in case we were to find a planet, and you can use your number keys to select different weapons. Here's a fire extinguisher, paragun, phase, pistol, back to your hands, and you can take off the exosuit. The exosuit views your temperatures, and it lets you go on areas without any life, or without any life support. And then you can come back here into the engineering, which is a very important place in this game. Again, you can control the power areas back here. The coolants are for the core temperatures. If you're using too much power, it will start getting hot, and then you can use coolant reserves to pump that. You can view the fuel capsules. Fuel capsules are what you use to jump, warp into different areas. We have the core safety toggle, which is this core right here. This is the main power source of your whole ship. You need to always keep this safe, and if anything goes really wrong, you can eject it, which you can already click this. Nothing will happen though, because nothing's going wrong. We have the main power shields, I think, and these are the weapons right here. So these all control different things. You can turn off the power if you really want to, but I'm not going to do that. And yeah, that's pretty much our ship. You also have these lockers where you can store your stuff if you really need to. Alright, so someone actually just joined my game. I'm not gonna worry about this person. I thought I put my game on private, but if we really want to, we can kick this person, which I'm just gonna go ahead and do that so I can keep on this video. I'm gonna go ahead and add bots. So let's just add some bots so people don't get in here, start flying. Anyways, we're gonna go on this is the big space station that's right next to us. Here you can do some trading. You can get some quests. Not everyone really has any quests. This game is again in early access, so you don't have a lot of quests. A lot of the quests are the same, and I think the map is randomly generated, but it's still the same planets and stuff. Just everything's moved around every time. So we can talk to this lady right here, and we can get some work and accept a quest real quick. And then we can press tab, go into our mission objectives, and we can see there's a quest for stolen medical supplies, which is in this location right here, which we can click the search bar and it will bring us to right here. Now we're in the very middle of the map, so we are right here, and the objective is over here, so it's going to take some warping to get over there, and some supplies and resources to make our way down that way. So we'll try to head over there and see what we can do. So you can see the different pathways you can take to get there, but we'll be using the warp zone. So that'll be our quest for the video. Let's go ahead and get back onto the ship now that we're done with that. We're not going to do any trading because we're going to go and save our credits for later use and get bigger and better things later on. But now we're back on the ship. We have our bots. They're ready to go. They're ready to work. And now we're going to get to business. So now that we've already seen all the ships and I kind of went through everything, what everything does, we're going to go ahead and start piloting the ship. You can show sectors by pressing this button, which you really want to do because it'll show you all the areas around you. And now we want to go to the warp gate, which is at 1677, which you can already spot down there. So how you warp is you turn your ship, and there's a little plus that shows up. And what you want to do is you want to aim that plus. It's a little hard to drive, but you want to aim that right about there, and whenever it lights up blue, and then you want to, get right there. Alright. Then you want to press R to get out. You know, come over here where it says jump to SE 1677. So we're going to click that, and we're going to be in warp mode, warping to that specific area. So just give it a second, and then you can press F8 to skip the warp so you don't have to see that and wait for a long time. And now we're here. So now you can see we're in a different location than where we were. We're far out. There's outpost 448 where we were, and here is a nice little warp gate. Now you don't have to use warp gates, but they help you travel across the map faster. If I press M, I can show you. Here's a warp gate here. Warp gates are these blue things that look like this right here on the map, and so you can cover a lot of distance faster. So instead of having to warp to only in this blue area right here, that's the only places you can warp around you. So if you want to make more progress, these warp gates help, so I can warp from here all the way to over here in just a second. But how we actually set that up is we can either comms to the warp gate person right here, and we can pay, or we can be space pirates pretty much. Come over here, teleport inside, and take the guard out. Or you can die, but dying doesn't really affect you. You don't lose anything from dying. Again, dying doesn't really hurt you. He's already damaged, so now he's dead. I didn't think I would actually die, but so now you can look around in here. The warp area isn't really anything special about it, but there's this computer right here, and these are different places you can warp to. So where's the warp gate that we want to go is right here, 1612. So what you want to do is you want to look for 1612 on here, which is right here. Click that, and then the warp will start up. So go back to our ship, and now we can go back, sit down in the pilot the ship area, and now the warp gate is turning on, and we can save ourselves some fuel capsules for warping, and we can just go ahead and warp straight to the place that we'd like to. So warping through this is exactly the same as warping through the way that we did earlier, but it's just it saves you fuel capsules again, and you can go further distances. We're gonna go and skip this though. And now when you travel, your crew level increases for traveling, doing quests and stuff. And now you can go to your talents, and we can max stuff up. So I'll go ahead and max up or level up my health boost. Alright, so now if we check our map, we're really close to the objective. We're a lot closer than we were. So now we can start traveling in the blue area. Those are places you can warp. So we're going to go ahead and warp to 885, because as you see, that's very on the edge, and we're trying to get right here. So we're going to go ahead and warp to 885, which if we turn our camera around, it is right behind us. So now that we're pointed on 885, we can click jump to SE, which is the place. We have our engineering bot right here who is doing the work for us. And while we're actually warping, I forgot to show you, you can actually customize your character. Here's my guy for the captain. Now it's not a lot of customization, but there's some you can do. This is just what I look like. Go ahead and actually change my skin tone to that because it looks a little better. And we can skip this. Now we're here. Now if you see in the top right, there's another ship that we're coming in contact with as a small battle. We're taking damage, so we're gonna have to get out of here pretty quickly. Close this place is 1992. We don't want to get into battle because we are just trying to go for our mission objective, and we can easily die. Once you die, once your ship is gone, you can no longer, your game is pretty much over once your ship is gone. So we have to warp really quickly. Our power's generating back up to charge the warp drive, so we gotta hurry up. Hopefully, there we go. Now it's gonna go really quickly to finalize the jump data, and boom, we're out of there. And that is pretty much how you travel the fastest way in this game, warping around. You could drive through the galaxy and just on your ship. You don't have to warp, but you know, if you sit there and drive, it's going to take a super long time. So now we're here, objective completed, because we made it to the location we're supposed to, which is find this place. And now we have to find and retrieve the medical supplies and investigate the outlaw operation. So if we go in our ship, you can see the planet is right there. Now pretty much this game, you can see, is based on warping. So what we can go ahead and do is we can go back in our life support area. We can grab an exosuit because we don't know if this planet is going to support any life. Get our gun ready, and we can go on this machine right here, and you can teleport to the planet. And now we're here, but before we actually go, I'm going to go back real quick because I have some food that I left in my locker over here. I actually didn't leave it, the game just leaves it for you. Some rations and stuff. We're going to loot real quick. make sure, because food heals you on this game. If you don't have a scientist, scientists heal you too, but we don't have one because it's just a bot, so he's just gonna sit there. Now we have to go and raid this place to get these medical supplies for our quest. So you see these metal bandits do a lot of damage. Go into your inventory, you can eat these real quick to heal up. Again, dying doesn't really do anything, but it's really annoying. You get to walk back and stuff. So you don't want to really die. We want to try to succeed without dying. Or we might die. We don't have a lot of upgrades and stuff. We're pretty early on into the game. It's almost dead. Missing my shots. But again, as you look around, you can see again that the map, this game isn't the most pretty game, but you know, it's still a lot of fun. The combat is kind of like basic too, but this game is more for the exploring, I would say. At least that's what I like about it, to go exploring and finding new places. Alright, so we killed that metal bandit, we killed both of them. Gonna go ahead and enter the station. Alright, so turn on my flashlight by pressing F. Now we're exploring the station. This is pretty much our quest area that we need to be in. I've actually done this quest before, but this planet was actually in a different location. Yeah, so the quests are pretty much the same. This is a starter quest, but you can go around the ship. We can do some looting, which is what we're gonna want to do. Find some food items and new weapons. Like right here is a heavy pistol. Heavy pistols are an upgraded pistol, so we're gonna go ahead and equip that. We'll put that in our number 5 spot, so you can equip 2 guns at once. Heavy pistol shoots a little differently, but it heats up faster. It does a lot more damage though. Alright, but yeah, so as you see, there's the elevator. It's coming back down. We're gonna go ahead and loot all the floors in this building, and we have to finish the objective too while we're at it. The objective is what we're gonna get paid for. We're gonna get 8,000 credits and 5 experience. So let's go ahead and ride the elevator now that we're not being stupid. So you don't have to press E or anything to use this. You just have to click on the button on any of the interfaces. So yeah, we're going up to the 2nd floor, and hopefully we won't see any metal bandits up here, any creepy people. So those are 2 of the medical supplies that we need. There's a ton of stuff over here. We got a phase 2 pistol, which is an upgraded smuggler's pistol, the perfect biscuit, and some more food, some zesty jerky stick. Alright, so now we can go ahead and equip this, and we'll go ahead and equip that in the number 6 spot. We want to conserve our health and get through here and kill as little things as possible, because it doesn't really benefit us too much to kill. But there's gonna be some robots, so there's gotta be careful. We have a metal bandit right here. We see we have an upgraded pistol, so we can shoot faster. See, I'm really bad at shooting. I'm trying not to die though. That's the goal. That's our goal. There's gonna be a big guy. Yeah, there he is. Again, I completed this quest, so I know there's a couple people here and there. I think we can shoot him, and he can't shoot us from here. Oh, well, change my mind about that. He's not really happy. He wants us to die now. He's a really scary looking guy too. He's got some nice tallness to him. He's got some anger issues. All right, so we're gonna grab these medical supplies. Now we have the objective complete. Hopefully this guy doesn't kill us, so we can just run past him quick. Yeah, there we go. He wasn't even there. Alright, so there we go. We completed the mission. Oh, we didn't even have to die. So we're gonna go back to the first. So let's head back over here. Select the teleporter pad, and boom, we're back on our ship. Now we can go ahead. We can take off our exosuit. And there we go. So our mission is complete. We have the medical supplies that we need to get on that mission. Our crew is here. Now we can stand by the scientist, and he'll heal us with this green pulse. Now we have to go turn in the quest, which is a long trip back to where we came from, which is all the way back to the center. Alright, I guess we're going to have to head back, start warping back, and then we can go ahead and turn in our quest. But because of how long this video has already kind of gone on for, and it's just a lot of warping back, and all we're going to get are some credits and experience, I'm going to go ahead and end the video off here. Hope you guys enjoyed. I can maybe do a series on this game and explore more of this game with you guys. But yeah, that's pretty much the basics behind this game. There's a lot to do, there's a lot of exploring you can do. It's a very fun game. Again, I really recommend it. I would go check it out if I were you. It's only about $18 again on Steam for the the Steam sale that's been going on. So yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So goodbye.